Yo, what the frig's up? You know what? It's been a long time since we showed a 1911 in a video. And I know you guys are probably thinking about it. Man, he switched over, he talks about his Glocks. You never see 1911s anymore. That's really not the case. I have been shying away from 1911s, but it's not because they're 1911s, it's because it's a 45 ACP. And I hate to keep bringing this up all the time, but I do have rheumatoid arthritis. And it's going to get worse as time goes on. It sucks. So the 45 really, it jolts my bones in my wrist when I shoot it more than the 9mm. I can't even shoot the 40 too much. It bothers me. But when I seen the Colt Rail Gun, first of all, I've been looking at this gun in our distributor at work for probably over a year, and every time I looked if they had it in stock, it was always allocated or was not in stock. It was never in stock. I just gave up on it because if you watch my past videos and you know my channel, I'm a sucker for blacked out 1911s, like all blacked out. That's like my thing, and I'm a huge fan of Colt 1911s because out of all the 1911s I've had, I'm not talking about the Ed Browns and real high-end ones like that. I'm just talking about your regular, high-quality 1911s. For me, I've always had really great luck with Colt, more than Kimber, Remington, any of them. The Colts, I've had probably 5 different Colts, at least, and I never recall of a malfunction, jam, or any kind of issue. One time I had a Colt. It was a visual, cosmetic issue, but the gun ran perfect every time. I've had the little Colts, the commander size, the little officer size, the full size, and man, I'm telling you, they're 1911s run. They really do. So anyway, I just wanted to show this one off. Like I said, it's been a really long time since we showed a 1911. This channel was built on 1911s. I know if you're a new subscriber, you probably wouldn't believe that, but it has. But like I said, due to my condition and shooting 45s, it's not a fun round for me to shoot. This particular gun with the rail and the bottom half of it is stainless steel. The whole gun is stainless steel. It's all steel, so it's really heavy. So it really shoots nice. Usually, let's see if I can say that word, a couple syllables. Oh no, it's a couple syllables. Usual fuckingly. Here, how about that? I'll add that fucking syllable in there. How about that, you fucking dick? Who am I calling a dick? Me, because I can't speak. Usually, after 100 rounds of 45, I'm shot. You know what I mean? So I've been shooting this and shooting it, and I'm not feeling that much pain, not too much, because like I said, the weight is really helping the recoil. I ain't gonna be able to shoot it a lot like a 9, but I really like the way this Colt looks. So we're going to safety check it. The grips did not come with the gun. I showed pictures of it on Facebook. Got a lot of likes, almost 300 likes. That's a lot for me on Facebook. As you can see, it's all clear. And this particular Colt, to me, is the definition of badass, because I got these grips from Locks Grips, if I'm saying it right. It might be Looks. I think it's Locks. I don't know. You know what I mean. I showed them in my past video, and you can see the Punisher grips. They're done so well. They're made out of G10. And it looks like the gun came with them on it. It just goes with the theme of the gun. They had wood grips on it. Not a fan of that. I mean, come on now. It's a tactical looking gun. It's all blacked out, and there's wood grips on it. I don't understand that. I mean, why would Colt say, let's make a gun real blacked out and tactical and swatty looking, but let's put shiny furniture looking wood grips on it? I don't understand it. So I said the only problem with this gun is it's got them tacky ass wood grips on it. It don't belong on a gun like this. Another thing that's really friggin' cool about this gun is this is Cerakoted. It's not Parkerized. It's not a finish that you normally see on, you know, guns from Colt. It's actually a Cerakote. So it's really flat looking. It's got, you know, it's just real military, flat looking. It's very tactical looking, and I love it. Love the stainless barrel. It has a, this particular railgun is different. It's not just a Colt 1911 and then they just put a rail on it. It's a different gun altogether. Any Colt that I ever bought always had very, very loose tolerances, and they purposely make their guns that way. You know, this is the first time I got a Colt that feels like a Kimber when it comes to tolerances. So this gun is the tightest gun that a Colt that I ever bought. If you do other YouTube videos on this gun, you will see everyone else is saying the same exact thing. It feels like a Kimber or like a less bare. It's very, very tight. There's no wiggle whatsoever from slide to frame. Normally, Colts are very loose fitted guns. And I was nervous because I was like, well, Colt's making this particular 1911 really, really tight. I hope it runs okay. But good news, thank you once again. I've ran pretty much quite a few brands of ammo through it, and it's running 100% reliable so far. So it's pretty dirty. I'm going to open it up and show it to you. The gun was made so tight when I took it apart for the first time, I had a hard time taking it apart because the tolerances were that tight. So it's very much Kimber tight or less bare tight when you buy this gun. You're going to like that because it gives you a rock solid feeling. Another thing, when you buy a 1911, especially one like this, because it's an expensive gun. These are like, you know, they ain't cheap. They're between 11 and 1200 bucks. They could be even more. So the first thing you want to do is when you get a 1911, because it's a 45 and there is a little bit of recoil, always check your grip screws, because you'll hear a lot when people buy 1911s, I lost my grip screw. Why? I was shooting it, it was gone. I said, you gotta, the first thing you do when you buy your 1911s is take your grip screws out, get some blue, B-L-U-E, not red, blue Loctite or thread lock, put them on the screws, screw them back in, wait 24 hours, and the grips will never get loose again. If you have to take them off because of the blue Loctite, you can take them off. Some guys use O-rings. I don't like the O-rings. They work, but the problem with the O-rings is the screw won't go in and sit nice and flush. It'll stick out just a little bit because the O-ring is in there, but they do work. I rather use the blue Loctite. Works just as good, and you know, and the screws go all the way down flush and look nice. Okay, so yeah, the only thing I did to this is put the Punisher grips on it. Like I said, tightest Colt I ever owned. I mean, I can't believe how tight this thing is. When you pull the slide back, you could just feel the rails, the full length rails, are tight to the slide from the beginning all the way to the front, because you can feel it. All you got to do is shoot it a little bit. You got to shake it up. You know what I mean? You got to shake the gun up. You got to get some rounds through it, and it didn't get more loose, but it's smoother, definitely. The trigger is great. I love the trigger. It has a little bit of a pull, but as you're pulling through the wall, it's crystal smooth. What is that? It's buttery smooth. There's no grind. There's no gritting. There's no nudge. It's very, very smooth. It glides back. Real nice trigger. Okay. I don't know. It's not a light trigger by no means. So this is not your average Colt. This is all I'm telling you. It's not just a Colt with a rail thrown on it. Definitely not. It's definitely it's different. It's definitely different. Very nice. And I'm glad to say that so far it's running 100%, big time. So what I'm going to do is take it apart again because it's pretty dirty. I haven't cleaned it. Shot it right out of the box, even though how tight it was, and it still ran perfect. Now you'll notice that it has a double recoil spring, which I've never seen in any of my Colts. I heard one guy say the Delta Elite has the double recoil spring. The old 1911 channel, that's a good channel. He's got a lot of good videos on this. And I've never seen a double recoil spring on any Colt 1911 that I ever owned. So, but like I said, I heard it's on the Delta Elite, which is an awesome gun. So you got the double recoil spring. That makes it a lot different than anything that I've ever had with Colts. Let's see here. Forgetting how to do this. I always pull the slide back a little bit because the barrel, as it goes to the end, gets fatter. You can't see it, but it does, and it's easier to take this bushing off. It just flies right off of there. But as you can see, now that I've been shooting it, everything's starting to loosen up. It's getting easy to take apart. Like I said, the first time I took it apart, I was like, what the hell's going on? I had a hard time getting the slide stop pin out. So as you see, it comes right out. And heavy gun, man. Heavy gun. This is the frame, and it's got some weight to it. I wish Colt, when they Cerakoted this, they would finish it next time, because in here, you can see, there's no Cerakote. So, that's probably normal, but that doesn't rub on really anything, so why wouldn't they paint that? I don't know. Not a big deal. Believe me, I'm glad. I mean, if that's all the problem is, that's good. So there that is. I just wanted to show you that. It's got your traditional recoil guide rod, no extended guide rod, which you don't need them. I don't get what they do. I really don't see a difference. And then everything else is typical. It's supposedly this is a competition barrel. Here's your barrel link. And what I like about Colts, what I told you guys before, I showed you this in past videos, is the way their feed ramp is. Let me clean this a little bit. As you can see, the bottom of the feed ramp is a little scoop out of there. Now what I hear that's for is to assist hollow points, because you know 1911s, they have a little bit of a reputation for not shooting certain shaped hollow points. They might have a hard time with it. So that little scoop kind of helps assist it into the chamber. And believe me, it works, because any hollow point I shot through a Colt, it always went right through. So maybe it works. There's your internal, the slide. Nothing special. As you can see, it's a Series 80, which I like Series 80s. Nothing wrong with that. It needs to be cleaned. It's really dirty, so I'm going to clean it. Unlike a Glock, this takes a little time to clean, but I do it when I'm in the mood. And when you do it when you're in the mood, you'll do a good job. So there it is. Okay. Very nice. All the roll marks. Beautiful finish. The sights are look pretty much dead center. There's a little Allen screw here. If you want to loosen that, get a sight tool and you can drift back and forth. These are steel sights, Novak sights. Very heavy duty, really high quality sights on there. Wow, man, I just can't get over how this thing's got some weight to it. The mainspring housing is polymer, like the Kimbers are, and I don't know if I'll ever change that. I really don't want to touch it because the thing's running perfect. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. This particular one has a thumb safety only on one side. Thank God, because I do not like ambi safeties. It just gets in my way. I'm not left-handed. I don't need it. It just gets in my way. I don't want an ambi safety. And I got lucky. I found one that's single-sided safety, I think they call it. So, as you can see, it's very high-quality 1911. Okay? And I know it's been a long time since we did this. Double recoil spring. Check that out. It's weird. First one I've seen on my 1911 anyway. And now it's starting to go together a little easier. When you first get it, you might have a hard time. Because this gun, man, I'm telling you, man, you'll see. If you're a Colt person, you know Colts are usually made a little loose. They jingle and jangle. Not this one. This is starting to go in nice. This is starting to go in nice. Remember the idiot scratch. Be careful. Don't force it. Boom. Pops right in there. Bring it forward. Well, actually, if you want, you can throw this on now. The bushing on while the barrel's back a little. Boom. Alright. Shit. Alright. Spring got in my way. Should have put the bushing on first. So this is what happens when you're out of practice. There you go. Okay. Swing that to the left. Okay, there's the recoil spring cap, I think. I forget what all this shit's called. It's been that long. And that's it. So it went back together like probably 10 times easier than when I first took it apart. Man, that phone does not stop. Serrations are really spread apart and really aggressive. You really can get a good grip on it. I hear guys complaining that it says it has sharp edges. What the hell are they talking about? Are they talking about the Picatinny rail? Well, yeah, it's Picatinny rail. It's going to have edges on it. I don't see really any sharp edges on here. It's not dehorned or anything, but I don't see sharp edges either. Very high quality 1911, this railgun. The fit, the slide to the frame is man, usually with Colts there's a lot of space and gaps in there, and it is really, really tight. They really did a nice job with this. I'm glad I got it. So I just wanted to give you guys a nice close look. And as you can hear, the dogs are home. It's funny, when I'm home they pace back and forth. These magazines, you know I'm not a fan of these, but at least they're the anti-tilt mags. So I've been using these, shooting them. I haven't had any problems. You know, they're not as slick and as smooth as a nice Wilson Combat mag. These are like butter, they're glide. But these do work. I mean, they're working. They're working. Okay. This is the one I've been using. You can see the mark. And it's shooting great. I'm not shooting great because I haven't shot a 1911 in so long. So I just got to get used to it again. I'm so used to the Glock trigger and a 9mm. I'm like in another world right now with this. So, but it's running beautiful and the recoil is outstanding because of the weight. And that's it. I got another light from Through Night, and we'll announce the winner in about 2 seconds. So, hold on. Alright guys, this is the TI-5T. The TI-5T. This is a really pretty light. It's pretty small. It's not that little. It's a little light. I guess it's in the pen light category. It's all stainless polished. It's all polished stainless steel. Man, this is a sweet one, huh? Sure is. And I'm going to announce the winner to this. And I try to get everybody, even friends other than subs. I know I mainly do it just for subs, but I do it for friends and family also. Here is some extra O-rings in case you need them, which they always give you. It's your basic Through Night. It is a little different. Everything's steel, the clip, it's all polished stainless steel. It's really, really nice looking light. And it's extremely bright. It's got your low, medium, and then believe it or not, wow, 130 lumens. 130 lumens this light is. So, I will put the links under the video if you want to get this particular one. The TI-5T it's called. Okay, it feels like the switch is a lot nicer than the last switch they had in there. But it is a very handy little light. And the winner for this Through Night will be my wife, because she's been asking me for a light forever. You know, I think I already gave her a light and she lost it. I could have sworn a couple videos back that I let her win a light. Guys, she said I didn't. Refresh my memory, but whatever. So she's going to get another one even if she did. She wants a little light for her car, so this is for Jennifer. She is the winner of this light. E-Bomey's all upset because he thought he was going to be the winner. Nope. But I do have a couple other people in mind, but I'm waiting for some bigger lights to be sent because I know what they do for a living, and this is just too small for that. But this is perfect for in the car. You need to see something in the car and stuff. This is a really nice light. So thanks Through Night for sending us another free light. And I have another light after this. And then after that, I don't have any more unless they send me more. Okay? So Jenny is the winner. Good job. She deserves it. Alright. Well guys, I hope you appreciate this beautiful tactical Colt Rail Gun. This thing is so friggin' sweet. I gotta start cleaning it. It's driving me crazy. Crazy? Is there a speech therapist out there? Help me out, will you?